Hello everyone and welcome to another CLK Video Productions product review. I am your ever so humble and beloved host, Chris Kalt. Today we have a clone, yes, a clone of an Electro-Voice RE20. Unbelievable, but it has happened, folks. Now they don't call it that. It's made by a fairly new company. It's only been around since the early 2020s, like 2021 or something. It's made by 512 Audio, and it's called the Limelight Dynamic Microphone. And we're going to show it to you here in a second. But it's got great specs on it. We're not going to go through a whole bunch of specs because, we don't do that anymore. But I got to tell you, it's got a 1.1 inch or 28 millimeter diaphragm in it. And it's got a frequency response of 50 hertz to 15 kilohertz. So pretty impressive numbers. So we're going to cut it off right now, and we're going to do our sound test. Yes, I'm all excited. All right, my friends, we are back. And we've got the 512 Limelight microphone. Has a similar design, obviously, to the RE20. They're trying to copycat it in a way. But it is not. I got to tell you, I looked at the specifications on diameter and length and stuff like that. And it's about a good 2 inches shorter than the RE20. However, this one does have a high pass and low cut filter on it. And the switches are on the back of this microphone, which are extremely difficult to get to, where you can't get to them at all when it's attached to the mounting bracket here. So I'm going to detach it here in a second, but we're going to do our standardized testing and see how she does. Okay? All right, right now there's no processing or EQ on this microphone whatsoever. All right, so let's try it with our Plosives and Sibilance test. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled peppers, Peter Piper picked. And Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. How many packs of pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? She sells seashells by the seashore. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Excellent. Excellent job. Now, I got to yank this thing off of here. It's not easy. It's a rubberized mount where you got to work it into the hole to get the microphone in, then plug it in. So I'm going to detach it, and we're going to play with those filters. Okay? All right. Okay, everyone, we are back. We are listening to the flat setting right now. Okay? Now I'm going to put it on the low cut filter and see how she sounds. By the way, you need a screwdriver just like the RE27. All right. Okay, now we are on the low cut filter, and you can hear it removed a lot of that low end noise, low end bassy sound in my voice, which I really don't care for. I like the deeper, bassier sound. But it's okay. It's brighter. It's not too bad. This microphone is pretty deep all around, but it's not too terribly bad. It's nothing crazy or anything like that. But this would probably work for a lot of people with like a higher pitch voice or a mid-tone voice. Okay? All right. So I'm going to put it back, hook it back up to this thing, and we're going to do a comparison real quick with the RE27. See how it stacks up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are doing our comparison test now with the Electro-Voice RE27. Right now you're listening to the 512 Limelight microphone without processing or EQing. Now we're going to turn it off and we're going to put on the Electro-Voice without any processing as well. Okay, so we're at the same gain too, by the way. Hello, testing. Now we are on the Electro-Voice RE27. And there is a massive difference between the two. Big time difference. And I like the sound of the RE27 actually way, way better. And this is without processing. Okay. Now I'm going to drop in some processing. I already had something lined up for these guys. So I'm going to go back to the Limelight and see how it sounds with processing. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. We are now listening to the 512 Limelight microphone with processing, EQing, stuff like that. So you can hear it's got that a really deep tone to it. I'm going to see about the treble. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, testing. Maybe back off on the compression. Hello, testing. Okay. I think it sounds pretty decent right about here. So I'm going to cut it off now, and I'm going to try out the RE27. Hello, testing. Now we are listening to the RE27 with EQ and processing. We got compression, we got EQing. It sounds phenomenal, in my opinion. I think it beats the 512 hands down. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now, in all fairness, I do not have an RE20. And like I mentioned in some of my older videos, I used to use the RE20 back nearly 50 years ago when I was in AM radio. And, I can't really remember or compare right now exactly, side by side because I don't have one. I will have one eventually, but not right now. But this guy sounds great. I love the sound of this microphone. It's my favorite microphone right now. So best I can get for myself. But we're going to go back to the 512, and we're going to continue in our little review.
What's in the box?
All right, my friends, we are back with What's in the Box, everybody's favorite segment of all. It's lots of fun. And we get to know what's inside this lovely box right here. Now, this box, you can kind of see me in the screen. Isn't that cool? I'm all blurry and stuff. Looks all... Ooh. But anyways, the box, everything was well packaged. It doesn't come with a lot of things. I'll tell you that right now. It comes with the microphone. We got this mount. We got the mic. And unfortunately, that's it, kids. Nothing else. I know that's kind of a sucky what's in a box segment today. But, I did forget something, kids. The manual had it right in front of my freaking face, too. Okay. They don't chintz on the manual at all. It's in English, French, German, Spanish, Chinese, and Japanese. So that's why we have like a phone book size or Playboy magazine size. The Playmate of the Year thing, magazine. The thickness here. God, I kill myself. Oh, stop it, Chris. Stop me. Oh, my gosh. I know you guys are just rolling in your seats right now because Chris is so funny. But that's all that's in the box, my friends. We're going to cut the segment off, and we are going to wrap this bad boy up. All right. Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wrap up the show. But don't cry. Don't worry. I shall return with another delightful microphone review for you. You like how I said that? A microphone? Not bad, huh? Huh? All right. Well, What do I think of this microphone overall? I think it's fantastic. I think it's broadcast quality. It's got a good solid metal build to it. It's strong. It's not real heavy. So it's not the same grade of metal you may find in the RE27 and the RE20. Does it sound like an RE20? I don't know. I don't have one. It just very well may sound just like it. Because the RE20 cannot compare to the RE27. The RE27 was made to sound better than the RE20. So, with that, my friends, I will let you be the judge. Oh, by the way, the price is absolutely phenomenal. It's on sale at B&H right now, a lightning deal. It usually runs everywhere online for $199 up to $250. So, you can get it right now for $49.99, including free 2-day shipping from B&H in New York City. I will put a link below so you can get a hold of one if you'd like. My name is Chris Call. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe. And ring that little bell down below so you can get notifications on when my stuff comes out. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye-bye now.